And our Kimberly Gill is outside Westminster Hall as our local live coverage from London starts now. Well, the death of Queen Elizabeth has set into motion an intricate period of mourning, which culminates tomorrow with a huge state funeral.
And the Queen herself signed off on every single detail before her death. However, those arrangements kept under wraps until the sitting sovereign, King Charles III, gave it all his final seal of approval. Our Kimberly Gill and Tim Pamplin have been in London following the outpouring of emotion this week and join us now with the very latest. Good morning, Kim and Tim.
Priya and Kim, good afternoon to you. It is the top of the noon hour here in London. This is, of course, the final full day of the Queen lying in state. We're going to go ahead and take a look inside Westminster Hall now, where tens of thousands of mourners continue to file past her coffin. The lines have not let up since we arrived on Thursday, and as I look here behind me, it just continues to flow in here at a steady pace. Estimates have the line wait up to 13 and a half hours, and the government is asking folks not to get in the queue any longer. A moving moment with their matriarch, Princes William and Harry, both in military uniform, as Queen Elizabeth's 8 grandchildren stand guard over her coffin. The royal family's public display of grief comes as crowds file through Westminster Hall to see the Queen lying in state. Earlier in the day, King Charles III and Prince William surprised those braving the long lines.
I've seen the King and I'm very, very pleased.
I was speechless when I did it. I never thought I'd handshake the King. The first thing I said was that his mother would be proud, and he replied, "We were lucky to have her for 70 years.
With Charles ascending to the throne and royal family members taking on new roles, historians predict the world could soon see a more modernized, slimmed-down monarchy.
They're going to be taking part in all of the important investitures and things like that. But it's going to be different. There's no doubt, of course, it's going to be different without the Queen.
Preparations are underway for her state funeral at the historic Westminster Abbey. President Biden among the world leaders in London for Monday's service. It's where coronations, including the Queen's, have taken place for nearly 1,000 years.
It's said that up to 2 million people are going to be coming to the capital on Monday. So this is going to be a really important date in British history.
And now a heartbroken nation is preparing to lay their longest-serving monarch to rest. That's right, and the Queen's coffin, again, will remain in Westminster Hall for public viewing until 6:30 tomorrow morning. They are asking folks not to get in line any longer because that line is already 13 and a half hours long. We're going to come back to you again in the 7:30 half hour and be talking about the interesting and unique relationship between the UK and the U.S. Tim Pamplin, our photojournalist, will have that story coming up for you at 7:30. For now, we're going to send it back to Kim and Priya in Detroit. Live in London, Kimberly Gill, Local 4.
All right. Thank you so much, Kim. We'll hear back from you in just a little